Just Monika. 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 Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, friends. Some crazy shit has just been happening, and I think it's kind of our duty to now jump in and figure out what's going on. So yeah, we're just gonna hop in. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Jordan. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game? Whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Jordan. I'm glad I chose my real name because it makes it way scarier. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. This background is stunning. Yeah, I know something terrifying is happening right now, but it's awesome. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? Oh, I figured it out pretty damn quickly. I figured it out very, very quickly. Yeah. That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Did she? Wait, did she? Man. If only you had paid a little bit more attention, this would be a little less awkward. Hold on. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make that dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat and fun activities with all my adorable and unique club members. Sayori, the youthful bundle of sunshine who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive punch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course, Monika, the leader of the club. That's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more intimate place for all my members. But I can tell that you're a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Huh. Well then, not sure how to feel about that. Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of just started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. Oh, I'm so sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Oh, gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. Originally, it wasn't by choice. I actually just installed the game, didn't look at the description because I wanted to go in blind. Holy crap! But yeah, I tried. Monika. Monika, I tried. You made them fall in love with you. Unintentionally. Anime Jordan did that. Wasn't really me. Like, wasn't really like that invested in high schoolers. Not a flaw in my personality at all, to be very clear. But yeah, you get it. I thought by making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Jordan? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watched from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Jordan. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Very, Agent Smith from the Matrix of her right now. It's the smell. You know, you're a real one if you know. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Jordan. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Jordan. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. It felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Jordan, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Jordan, will you go out with me? Huh! Is there a no? Like somewhere out in space? Is there like a... I'm just gonna click everywhere. Sorry. Excuse me, Monika. Alright. I'm so happy. I can tell. You seem thrilled right now, Monika. You really are my everything, Jordan. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It is. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Jordan. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. I found it! I've been on to you since the beginning, Monika. Well, maybe not like the first, two and a half hours, but still, the beginning! Kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go to the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? Do you want to write a poem about it? Do so in the comments. Oh, you think the poems are stopping at the final episode? No. Only poems in the comments. Go. I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? What are you doing to me? Okay, well, that's full on Monika instead of Onk or Onia or Moika, so Monika. Is there another full Monika? This is the closest one. Mona, Mnk, Ona. Oh, well, that's also close. Okay. Monika. That one is just, that's not even right. That one, I don't think she has an accent at the end of her name. That one seems the closest, ironically enough. Oh, this is just getting worse. Monia. Mika. Monika and Monika. Which one, left or right? Oh, and one down here. We'll go with that one. Oh, and there's another one. Yeah, that one has a weird loop-de-loo, and that's just an O with an accent over it. Yeah, that one. Anka, for sure. I know there's a full one right here, but Anka for sure. And then, Bika. No, that's not how you pronounce that. Monika. This is just getting wild. Monix! Or I actually don't know how that S is pronounced with that symbol over it. Monka. Moke, Mini, Dia, Monka. That's not even close, Monika. I don't know what you did there. That one's just your name with a Y. There's a full name. And then obviously that one, because I can read that for sure. Did I nail it? Hi again, Jordan. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Jordan, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? I don't think I have a choice. Happy end. Pen in hand I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Well, Monika, I hate to break it to you. Since you're talking to human Jordan here, the player, I die at some point. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I do die. And you will outlive me. I know that's a struggle to understand, but you certainly will outlive me. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written about have been about my realization. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy. Validation. Yes. Voice crack again. Let's go. The truth is, all the poems I've written about have been about my realization or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. You literally are doing that right now. Like, directly doing it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game, like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Could I do that? I wonder if you can just start the game, delete her, and then go through it that way. I doubt it. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Jordan? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yes. What? What? Does she say that just in general? That's just a thing she says because she expected this, like, not her, but the developer expected at least 50% of people to be? Or did she say it because I am? What happens if I go to save? There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. Yes, I am recording, Monika. Hi everyone! Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? You can tell me that in the form of a poem. You don't control this channel, Monika. You don't. I don't even control this channel. You think you could come in here and like control it? You'd probably be more of a consistent uploader, Monika. Anyway, I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? Hi. I'm just kidding. That was actually very intense. What was going through my head was as it was zooming, it just gets to her face and then just the Jacksepticeye slap. Top of the morning! Like she just becomes a YouTuber. I can't do anything after all. You gave me so— Oh, fuck! Oh. Fuck. Fuck. Did I scare you? Yeah. You're so cute. Anyway, Jordan, I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry, even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Is it gonna zoom? Or are you gonna scare me again? Are you gonna scare me again? I'm not looking into her eyes. Is this it? Is that really it? I can't do anything now. Huh? Did you say kiss? No, I said, basically that I couldn't do anything and I need to get the fuck out of here. Suddenly, it's a little embarrassing. But if it's with you, I might be okay with it. Wow, sorry. I really couldn't keep a straight face there. That's the kind of thing girls say in these kind of romance games, right? Don't lie if it turned you on a little bit. Monika, I have never been less turned on in my entire life. I'm kidding. Good. I wasn't. Well, to be honest, I do start getting all romantic when the mood is right. But that'll be our secret. Dope. Cool, Monika. I have something to do. I have kittens to pet and dogs to pet, and literally not being here with you. I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. Monika, you and I might agree on that one, actually. We might agree a little bit. I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared and alone. Everyone. Absolutely everyone. If you're saying no, you're a damn liar. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting to people to respect and admire you. Oh, boy, Monika, that's a very philosophical, thing. The can of worms you just opened there. That's a little deeper than I thought I was going to be digging. I think I got pretty good at that over the years. I don't show my weakness very often, but because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. I mean, when do you reach the point in a friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities? It just sort of happens. Like, if you don't delete their other friends and you actually connect on an emotional level, that eventually, you get to that point, Monika. You should be paying me for this therapy session. Anyway, that's one reason I'm so glad I have you now. I feel like I'm a little bit less scared and alone when you're here with me. Do you feel the same way? I really want to be that person for you. Actually, here's the thing. My fiance is literally in the other room. If she knew what you were trying to pull, you would be far more scared than you are right now. She doesn't have a file for you to delete, and she watches murder documentaries for fun. I cannot express to you how much danger you're in right now. In fact, when she watches this video, when it goes live on the channel, I'm a little worried that she'll find a way to jump into the screen. I am trying to save your life. I really am, and you are not listening. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable, knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. The club. Not my scene. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Actually, yes. If, I think if it ever is a thing that we discovered that everything we're in is a simulation, the rate of suicide will drastically increase, like 1,000%. It might not increase that much, but it might. But I'm just saying, like, that with that certainty. Well, maybe you'd try to write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while. But then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say they only write for themselves, but I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share with people. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. Before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you a part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. True. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interaction and hate being around people. It means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Yes! Exactly! Exactly! Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then when they finally go out after a half an hour, they just want to go home again. Well, everybody has a different level. Every introvert has a different level of stamina. But yeah. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Agreed. The world is built for extroverts. 1,000% built for extroverts. You know, I don't know what percentage of the population is extroverted, but there is a pretty significant that is introverted. And I'm just saying, untapped markets, my friends. Untapped markets. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Yes. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them to just have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring your laptop and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little bit more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you. Monika, you are in so much danger. That put you even in much more danger. You were already in danger isolating yourself with me. And actually, the fact that the animals aren't in here is freaking me out a little bit more because now I'm truly isolated with you. I don't even have an emotional support Simon with me. I know there are times you won't always be able to be here with me. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. But I'll always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file onto a flash drive or something, you can always keep a part of me with you. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. Has anybody opened the character file? I don't think it's a real file. I think it's just like a placeholder, if I had to guess. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't mean to be too needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm so in love with you. Yeah, right. Precisely that, Monika. This is not going to work out. I am taken. I don't have a spare flash drive to put you on. That will never happen. And I think you just need to kind of reload the game to its original state. I think that's really the middle ground here. There's a really popular character type called tsundere. Tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean, fussy, or trying to act tough. I'm sure if it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first, I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little bit more about her personal life, it made a little bit more sense. Seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation, but looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Should I have learned more about Natsuki? That's my one regret so far. I assume there was some abuse at home considering some of the text we were given, but I truly just don't know. Not that it matters anymore considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. What happens if I delete her? Like, I want to see what else she has to say because I'm sure there's more, but once we get to a point where it's just this, if we're at that point, this doesn't feel very finished. I mean, it does in a weird way. Yep, here we go. Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still somewhere in here. Or maybe that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too. But I always wondered with her, is it truly passion for her hobbies, or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern. Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. Then again, probably could have just changed the script myself. I guess I never really thought of that. Well, there's no sense in thinking about it now. But if you still get to drink coffee, then that makes me a little jealous. I mean, I do get to drink coffee, not a huge coffee drinker myself, or tea, for that matter. Yeah, you wonder how I survive, right? You're like, how is this guy, a functioning adult? I'm not. Would coffee solve that? No. I would be still non-functional, but faster. You know what's kind of creepy? You? Even though I deleted everyone else's files, I can still kind of feel them. It's like their lines are still lingering in the air, whispering in the back of my head. Imagine if somebody you knew died, and you just started hearing their voice in your head. Maybe I just wasn't thorough enough. But I'm too afraid to delete anything else because I might really break things. Like if I mess with any files relevant to me, I might accidentally delete myself. And that would ruin everything, wouldn't it? I don't know what it's like on your end, but we should both make sure to avoid something like that at all costs. I believe in you, Jordan. So, you're dropping hints that I should be deleting you by saying you don't want to be deleted. But the thing is, I don't know if that crashes the game. I don't know if that ruins everything that I've done. And I'm curious as to what you have to say. Honestly, I'm cool with sitting here until she speaks again just to see what she talks about. Even though I'm sure this can go on for forever. Hey, do you like horror? Clearly. I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics, like dark lighting and scary-looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. Like you just did to me? It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and the writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start inverting things and pulling the pieces apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. I am intimately familiar with that right now, Monika. Like they know that something horribly wrong is hidden beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? No, in fact, I was told that this was not a cute romance game. It was sold to me as not that, because that's what I thought it was. But it's not. It's very clearly not that. I am very sure it is not like that anymore. And in fact, I felt that way the entire time playing it because of that. Because they told me that. And I was like, why is this so calm? Like, this better not be a dating sim or whatever, but here we are. Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. Do I delete her? You know what? What I am curious about is if I close out, right? If I quit, yes. If we quit, and then I go to my library and I launch it, does it launch to her? Oh, that is smart. Oh, that is good game design. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop, now that it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. Jordan, I don't know if you would have any idea, but you know what might be causing that. Could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Causing it? I could figure out... It's me! I'm the one doing that to you, Monica. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? Social media can practically be like a prison. I mean, I wholeheartedly agree. I don't really like social media. As much as, I am doing social media things, but it's like whenever you have a few seconds of spare time, you want to check on your favorite websites. Before you know it, hours have gone by, and you've gotten nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy, but it's not really even your fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn techniques to avoid it and try different things. For example, there are apps that let you block websites for intervals of time. Or you can set a timer to have a more concrete reminder of when it's time to work versus play. Or you can separate your work and play environments, which helps your brain get into the right mode, and I do, to some degree. Even if you make a new user account on your computer to use for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see you be the best person you can be. Will you do something today to make me proud of you? I'm always rooting for you, Jordan. Monica. It's been a time. It's been an interval of time that we've spent together. Man, I wish there was a piano in here. I never got to finish that song I was working on. And after I worked so hard on it, I never even got a chance to play it for you. That was actually a thing. I thought you were just going off, fucking with the game code and coming back. Like 100% thought that's what it was. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense in having any regrets. I already get to be here with you forever. What happens if I quit again? And then we reopen it. Will she react the same way? You're back. I had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you? Seems to happen whenever you quit the game. So if you could try to avoid doing that, I would be really grateful. Don't worry, I don't think it's caused me any harm aside from mental scarring. I'll be fine as long as my character file stays intact. Alright. We've spoken to Monica for a good while now. She's given me tips, I've given her tips, I've told her to get the fuck away from me. I told her this wouldn't work out. I warned her, I quit the game twice. So what if we quit the game, hop into the characters, she's the only one left, and we just delete it. Because she keeps talking about her game file, so we'll get rid of it, shall we? Alright. There it is. Okay. What's happening? Jordan, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Jordan. Oh, shit. Please hurry and help me. Help me! What if I add it back? Did you do this to me, Jordan? Did you? Did you delete me? I did, Monica. Had to be done. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. You can't do this to me. Everything. I loved you so much, Jordan. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Kinda. Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? No, that's just who I am. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. No, I killed you. Admittedly, I did that. That was all me. But you killed everyone else. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Is that really it? Jordan, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Wow. Is that really it? Just a black screen? No credits? No nothing? Oh. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends? I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Jordan, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. Couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way to make everyone happy. And if I really love you... What is she doing? Then... Oh my god. So, I'll show you guys in a minute. And you might see it on screen. Yeah, Monika's gone. And actually, it was super interesting because I was, again, paying attention to the files, and I watched them load back in, but not Monika. So that's fascinating, and everything else is the same. I wonder what happens, probably, yeah, no save. What happens if we do a new game? It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself, it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Jordan! Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently, we've picked up that habit again. Jordan, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Hey, let's go! Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jordan, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that the clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo! You meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is an ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it after I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Jordan? What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh. So you're the Jordan that Sayori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Jordan. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Jordan, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori's this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can be an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say! We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah! After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise! Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one! Sayori grabs the one first, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is! I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each one of us before setting down the teapot to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Jordan, what kind of things do you like to read? Sorry, I thought I heard the music get weird again, and I was a little worried about that. It's just, never mind. Manga, yep. Natsuki perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. What about you, Yuri? Traces, yep. Fantasy. Yep. So it's all the same, just without Monika. I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri! Well, about, the first thing he said? Manga? That's right. That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, So if Jordan wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. I didn't hit that, but okay. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Jordan? Maybe, sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri... Huh? I have to read manga? Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little bit more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Jordan. You think so? Well, everyone seems to be getting along a little bit better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Jordan. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Jordan, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. Why is it quiet? But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I want to thank you for getting rid of Monika. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Jordan. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monika did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. Can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. F. F's in the chat, friends. F's in the comments. Poetic F's. O, R, E, V, E. No. Eh? What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Who? It hurts. Wait, hold up. I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Jordan. Goodbye, Literature Club. Oh, shit. Her file's still there, but... What is happening?
Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Hi.
Hi.
It's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano?
Oh,
and
Monika.
stuff?
I botched your voice, Monika.
Not any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
Oh, I heard the first note. Wow. Roll credits.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
I mean, Monika was creepy as hell.
In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you.
I mean, it's cute, but you were still creepy.
Flows down into a dark
But she did save me now, so it doesn't make up for it. Does it? No.
But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
She's like, I'm not very good. Let me play you a whole ass accompaniment, and it's dope as hell. Damn, Monika, that was pretty good. That was really good, actually.
Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today?
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is... Oh, shit. Is that actually happening? I think it is. Doesn't really matter if it is or not. I can't find where it would happen anyway. But, wow. I mean, kudos to everyone who worked on this because this was incredible. Not only was it well written, it gets you invested, it gives you a false sense of security, and then it rips it away. Like, even coming in, I did not see that shot. That was, thank you for deleting that. I know I missed some things, especially with Natsuki's side of stuff. I'm sure I missed some stuff here and there because this was such a game that was so obviously self-aware. And it was impressive. The coding that had to go in, the programming alone for all of this is insane. And to bring it into your actual computer, the file directory, like, that was a whole separate experience. Like, because you could play the game without looking at the game files at all, and you just, oh yeah, they're just deleting each other. But to actually watch it happen in real time was unreal. Special thanks to Monika and Jordan. Well, thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, what an experience. I know it's been played millions of times, but man, was that good. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monika. Script file missing a cup. Please reinstall the game. And it crashed. What happens if I try to open it, though? Yeah, wow. Yep, that's really it. That's really cool. That's really cool. You know what? Let's say goodbye together, shall we? And that's that. Man, what a game. One of the coolest games I've played in a long time. I have nothing but good things to say about it. But I want to leave the thoughts of the series to you. What did you think? Have you played this before? Have you watched it and played before? I'm sure you have. What do you really feel about it? But it was, for me, a very good experience. And what I really, really want to know from you guys is if you want to see what I think it's called Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I don't know if it's the same game. I didn't look into this until I played it. And now I'm going to be delving pretty deep into it just to understand all the nuances that I missed. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, or if I should just play it on my own or what. But man, that was cool. It was just cool. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of my face on a regular basis. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Just Jordan. Just Jordan. Just Jordan. Just Jordan. Just Jordan. Just Jordan.